Let's work through this geometry problem carefully. We have two circles resting on the same horizontal line and touching each other externally. The smaller circle has center R and radius 7 units, while the larger circle has center T and radius 11 units. Our goal is to find the distance CD between the 2 points, where the circles touch the horizontal line. The first thing we need to notice is that when two circles touch externally, the line joining their centers passes directly through their common point of contact. Because of this property, the distance between the centers is simply the sum of the two radii. So let's calculate that. RT equals 7 plus 11, which gives us 18. Now let's look at this step carefully. Draw a perpendicular from center R to the vertical line through center T and call the intersection point N. Since both circles sit on the same horizontal line, the centers are located directly above that line by distances equal to their respective radii. Therefore, center R is 7 units above the ground and center T is 11 units above the ground. The vertical difference between the center is therefore 11 minus 7, which equals 4. So Tn equals 4. Next, let the distance we want to find, CD, be represented by x. Notice what happens here. The segment Rn is horizontal and spans exactly the same left to right distance as CD. Therefore, Rn is also equal to x. Now we can focus on right triangle RTN. This is a right triangle because Rn is horizontal and Tn is vertical, so they meet at a right angle. We know the hypotenuse, RT equals 18, one leg, Tn equals 4, and the other leg, Rn, equals x. Since this is a right triangle, we can apply the Pythagorean Theorem, which tells us that the square of the hypotenuse equals the sum of the squares of the other two sides. So we write RT squared equals Rn squared plus Tn squared. Now we're going to substitute the known values. 18 squared equals x squared plus 4 squared. 18 squared is 324, and 4 squared is 16, so we get 324 equals x squared plus 16. To isolate x squared, subtract 16 from both sides. This gives x squared equals 324 minus 16. Performing the subtraction, we obtain x squared equals 308. Now let's simplify the square root. Since 308 can be written as 4 multiplied by 77, we have x equals square root of 4 multiplied by 77. The square root of 4 is 2, so x equals 2 square root of 77. Therefore, the required distance CD is 2 square root of 77 units. This is a great example of how circle geometry and the Pythagorean theorem work together to solve what initially looks like a difficult problem. If you enjoyed this solution, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Your support helps the channel grow and brings more interesting geometry problems like this one.